All right, we are live from CanJam SoCal 2022. I'm here with MIRCEA from Meze Audio, the one and only Meze Audio, and we are excited to be here with you. Let us know in the comments right now how the audio sounds. We're on a busy showroom floor, and it has been packed today. Saturday, of course, the busiest day of CanJam. We have a new headphone over here that we're going to take a look at. So talk to us about it.
Hello, hi everyone, I'm MIRCEA, we're at CanJam SoCal. We have here the Meze 109 Pro. It's our first open back dynamic headphone. So far we had open backs, but they were all using the Renaro isodynamic planar magnetic driver, the technology that you all know about. This time we have our open back dynamic headphone. It uses a 50mm dual material driver.
Can I see this? I'll hold these while you show this.
Yeah, we have polymer on the skirt and paper-infused carbon fiber dome. So we use two materials for the membrane of this driver. It's a larger driver than the one we use in the 99 Classics. This time we go with 50mm, so the radiating surface is much higher. Larger actually. We use neodymium magnet, and also the chassis of the driver, it's a CNC machined aluminum. So the tolerances and dimension stability that we were able to achieve using this CNC technology is improved over something that your typical ABS injected frame is used in a dynamic headphone, in a dynamic driver. So these are the improvements and the developments that we did for the driver. What we achieved by using this technology is a combination of both worlds. So we have very good highs, but still because of the high excursion factor of this driver, we get slam. So we get the bass, we get the highs, and everything is right there.
These are comfortable too.
Yeah, as always, we are very much into comfort when it comes to our headphones, so we understand the listening to headphones experience as something that you have to be able to experience for a long period of time. So it's not just the first 5 minutes, and people always like to get a full impact when they listen to it right away. But then after a while, comfort, I think it's more, it's very important, and it's part of the experience. So we engineered this chassis for it to be able to listen to the headphone for a long period of time.
That's one of my favorite things about Meze Audio. We were talking before the stream started, and I have an Elite at home, and I'm a huge fan of the Empyrean. I reviewed it back on my own personal YouTube channel, I don't know, a year or two ago, and I said it's by far the best headphone for electronic music, at least for my preferences, in the world, of all the headphones I've ever heard, and I still stand by that statement, even with all the new headphones. So, but the comfort of all of your headphones is always just world-class spectacular. And all too often, I think manufacturers will produce great products all the way around. There's always good products from different manufacturers, but the comfort is like one of the most important things, right? Because if you can't disappear into the music because you feel this heavy or way too tight thing on your head, you know, it takes away from the listening experience. And you guys get that right. So kudos to you. That's well done.
Thank you. I think Antonio spends a lot of time on ergonomics, and we wear them for a long time. So we try to see how it can be improved. The tension force, let's say we made maybe 30 variations. So very, very tight variation until we found what works best.
Right.
Combination between the clamping force and the tension in the elastic band.
Too,
because it all contributes to the way it clamps around your ears and over your head.
And also, I mean, you guys, aesthetics is so important. Visual aesthetics for your company. You always produce beautiful looking headphones. Like, I mean, the Elite, the Empyrean are one of the most beautifully made and looking headphones in the world. And I don't just say that, you know, I mean that. I truly mean that. As a lover of head-fi, it's true. And, you know, these are beautiful too. And you have a unique story to this wood. It's from sustainable wood sources I was reading about prior. which is also great. So you take care into even the wood that's being used to make your headphones.
Of course, I think it's very important to be careful in what type of wood you're using, because it's not a huge quantity, so it's better to use something that is correctly harvested from old trees. It's the right way to do it.
I love that. I have a 4-year-old daughter, and so hearing that, it means that a company cares about the future. So I love that.
It's mandatory in these days for all companies to be aware of the impact that they're producing. It's not about making stuff, and our way of thinking about sustainability involves, let's say, being able to use a product for as long as possible. So if you buy something nice and you are able to keep it and to enjoy it for a long period of time, in the end it will prove to be more sustainable, even if it maybe costs more than something else, because you will only have one, and you will not produce waste by waste energy, waste time, because you waste energy when you do the research into what will I buy next. Then it's all the packaging, all the transportation and everything. So it's better to have something, fall in love with, rediscover, use it for a long period of time, and be happy. And honestly, put your energy and mind into something else.
Yeah.
Not just buying the latest and the greatest.
And so this is a new design headphone. This is not, let's be clear to all our viewers, this is not an upgrade Model 2 of any former headphones. This is its own unique headphone. And it's got new technology in it, and some of it you can't see, but the copper, just the accent colors of the wood and the copper and the black and this drill and this mesh. We're going to be doing a full review of these on our YouTube channel, and with my sexy B-roll for you guys to see these in full 4K. But I mean, these are beautiful headphones. I mean, everything well done.
Yeah, I don't think we have any common part with the 99 Classics. Maybe something in the swivel mechanism, but maybe just on the swivel we have something similar. But other than that, every single part is new, and these headphones are made in Romania. So the same. My colleagues that assembled the Empyrean, the Elite, the Lyric, this is also assembled on the same factory line by the same people. So it's not a 99 Classics.
Yeah, it's a very big step up. Yeah. Absolutely. So when you've got to listen to these, are these like, would you say, a pair of headphones that you can just jam out with all genres of music? They're universal player, or were you finding yourself wanting to listen to a few genres more than another? How did they pull you?
Well, always you try to make a headphone that fits as many genres as possible, and people can enjoy, because you don't really know what
they like.
What they like and what they listen to. But it is different if we consider the Meze house sound. These are maybe one of the headphones that are not in line with the 99 Classics or the Empyrean. They're more transparent.
Okay.
Not so.
Not as much as the Elite, but.
Not as much as the Elite, of course. I mean, tuning-wise, they are tuned leaner than our other headphones, but still, I think we have the slam, we have enough warmth so you can enjoy and be
engaged.
Yeah,
absolutely.
But it is a leaner headphone than our other headphones.
So, I mean, and if you want a fuller sound, then it's all about, like what we talked before we went on live, is synergizing with the right amplifier,
cables,
right DAC.
amplifier.
Exactly. Building your chain, putting it with the right tube amp, these are beautiful headphones, man. Absolutely beautiful. And all your material you guys put out too, your photography and your marketing, brilliant. It looks great. So kudos for that as well. So tell us a little bit about you. And guys and gals out there watching, if you have any questions, drop them onto the comment section. I see that Christopher dropped us a comment right here, and he says, love the Elite. It's one of my favorite headphones. Mine too, man. I agree, Christopher. It's one of my favorites as well. So if you have any questions, let us know and just drop us a comment here, and we'll try to answer them. So tell us a little bit about yourself. What do you do when you're not directing, managing director of Meze Audio? What do you do for fun?
Well, lately I spend time with my son. He's 11 months old, so
you got a fresh kiddo at home.
Yeah. That changed things a bit in my life. What do I like? I like cycling. I do mountain biking, road cycling, gravel biking now.
Nice.
So this is one of the oldest and the hobby that maybe was part of my life for the longest period of time.
Yeah.
Other than that, I'm into motorcycles, cars.
Yeah, you sound like
everything
me.
other than
So what kind of what do you have? What kind of motorcycle? Venture bike?
No, it's hard enduro. It's
Okay.
300cc gas.
Okay.
So we live in Weimar. We're surrounded by hills and mountains.
Yeah.
So it's kind of convenient to have this
Yeah.
type of hobbies. So we do that. I don't have a road motorcycle. It's
Yeah.
all
Off-road, yeah.
Only off-road, yeah.
Yeah, I'm similar. I love. I don't do road cycling, but I I have a adventure motorcycle, so I can do on-road or off-road, and then I mountain bike too. So I love those things as well. And 11 months old, that's the best time, man.
I think
Hold them
so.
tight. It's the best time because before you know it, they're my daughter's age and they're 4 years old. They're talking and running around, and you can't keep them still. So enjoy this
He's
time.
kind of transforming now from being a baby into a toddler. So
Yeah. It's a cute time, man. That's awesome. So, what do you think the future holds? What do you think might be coming? This obviously just was released. Obviously, you don't have to share, but you guys are always working at bringing something new. But you don't just bring it to bring it. You actually take the time and dedication, and then when you feel you have that product, that's when you release it.
It's true, it's part of our philosophy. We prefer to spend more time into optimizing and finding out how we can make something good that people enjoy. And also, again, about sustainability. If you make something good, it has a better chance of surviving the test of time. Also
Right.
for you as a brand, because you will be able to sell a headphone for a longer period of time.
Right.
So you have time again to spend on something new.
Right.
So it works in our advantage and everyone's advantage to have this philosophy. Right now, based on the energy and let's say time invested in this driver, we will most likely try to use this structure, this
Sure.
chassis, let's say this driver into some other headphones. So
Very
that's
cool.
something that we're working on. I cannot tell too much
Yeah,
about
no, that's
our
fair.
other
Yeah.
projects, but expect more from us.
I love that. Well, you have beryllium and what are the other materials with the driver?
It's a paper infused with carbon fibers.
Okay.
So we want to have it stronger. If you
Okay.
only have cellulose,
Right.
it's not so rigid. So you have to
Right.
have some sort of material to make it more rigid.
Okay.
So that's why we use the carbon fiber.
Got it. I love it. It's great. It's brilliant. And so, when you listen to music, what are the types of music that you enjoy and love?
Wow, long discussion. So I listen to music in, let's say, two ways. When we test and we have this critical or more analytical
Sure.
type of listening, when we try to compare, okay, what's the ceiling, is this more resolute, what are we gaining here, what are we losing here, then we use specific tracks because you want to have a bit of repeatability.
Sure. Test tracks, absolutely.
Yeah.
I do the same when I review stuff.
So that's
Yeah.
one way of listening to music, and then you want to listen to stuff that you really enjoy
Yeah.
when you have time.
Right. Always.
Lately, the time that usually I had to enjoy music. Now it's
Changing diapers, helping feed the baby.
being around, being around.
Yeah, totally. I remember.
So lately, listening to music for pure enjoyment has been a luxury.
Sure.
Most of the time, I only listen
For work right now.
development and for work. So that's the not sad.
Yeah, but it'll come back. It's all
will.
it's all cyclical.
Yeah,
and then before you know it, you're going to be listening with your kid,
Yeah,
which
I
is
hope
so fun. I know you will. I do with my daughter. She loves it. So when you're doing those test tracks and you're using these familiar tracks that you've listened to over and over again, is there certain songs you love to do for test tracks or certain genres or certain recordings?
Recordings is very important, so it's not necessarily for enjoyment.
Sure.
But there are some recordings which show off things better than the others.
Timbre, tonality, dynamic
Exactly,
range,
exactly.
speed, yeah.
Yes. So you know, also we're not talking about full songs. You listen to certain
30
portions,
seconds or
30
whatever,
seconds.
yeah.
Yeah, and you test this, you test that, and then you try to go through different genres to make sure that it works. And if it passes that test, then you're on to experimenting with maybe music that you're not so familiar with, or maybe just discovering new songs. And what I like and what I consider a good headphone to be is when you're listening to stuff that you've never listened before, and you get kind of
Immersed in it, yeah.
And you just keep on. It stirs the curiosity to find something new.
Yeah.
It's so engaging that you don't really maybe have. You want to listen to as many as possible.
Yeah.
You consume everything.
I know that feeling, and that's when you're in the best place, because then you're just like, you don't want to stop listening.
Yeah, you want to find, discover, because you enjoyed it, but you want more. So it's a quest, I would say. It's
Yeah,
a quest to
it
find
is.
something new.
And you do most of your music listening via streaming, I would say then? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, it seems it's the easiest way now. I mean, I still listen to records, but vinyl, but mostly on my speakers, not with headphones, because there's still issues with vinyl. You know, you still hear sometimes static and other things.
And the services like Rune or all the Spotify.
Rune is amazing,
They already know you, what they recommend. The recommendation is if you have some patience and you make some filters,
right.
and then you just click on what would you like to be served with, and sometimes you discover stuff that you really enjoy, and it's a nice experience.
Awesome. Let's see if we have any questions. Great job, guys. Love the brand. Somebody's giving you some more props. Awesome. It is a great brand. So I want to talk a little bit, we don't have it here with us, but the intricate detail on like the Empyrean and the Elite. I mean, just the metalwork. What is it like? If I remember correctly, it's like 20 hours or more for each of those?
For all the parts combined that go into a headphone like the Elite or the Empyrean, it's about 20 hours of CNC machining.
Yeah.
And then we have the treatment surface finish, which is another process that takes time, anodizing.
Right. It's an intense process, but it produces a beautiful product.
I think so. I think people tend to understand and see, not everyone, but if you're a bit technical inclined and you know what it takes to make such a product, then you can definitely see and also feel the craftsmanship. It's a modern way of making something craft, I would say.
I agree. And also with these, I mean, changing the pads on these is real simple. It's just quick slide on, slide off.
Yes.
And what I even love more about the Elite and the Empyrean is it's just magnets. It's ingenious. Like, why more companies don't do something? It's besides me. That is brilliant. Like being able to swap pads just that quick. It's phenomenal. I love that. And then of course your cases. I don't know. I just love the cases too. Everything. You package it very well. You know, at your flagship level is just primo. So I love it. Let's see here. Uber. I know we got another thumbs up on the stream. Let's hear from you guys out there. What Meze products are you most excited about? Let us know in the comments and any questions. Talk to us a little bit about some of your in-ears too. You've had some recent in-ears also, not too long ago.
So we had the Rye Penta, which was a huge success. We're still selling it. We really like that earphone. But recently we launched the Advar, which is our single dynamic 10.2 millimeter metal injection body. It's all metal, the whole IM. Very good. Let's say strong sound, meaty but still detailed. You enjoy. It's
an impactful sound, really.
It's an impactful sound. Big sound.
Good, awesome. All right, let's see. So we got everything's good over here on the stream. Cool. What else would you like to let any of the audience know? Have you? I mean, you're obviously working at your booth, but have you wanted to take these over to any of the booths with amplifiers just to hear and say, I got to hear these headphones on, or the Elite or the Empyrean on this amplifier? Have you tried it yet?
I want to try one amplifier that I didn't know existed. It's, I think, if I'm not mistaken, Enelum from South Korea.
Yeah, or something like that. Enelium? Yeah.
That's one amplifier that I would like to test, the 109.
Right.
Other than that, we have a lot of amplifiers in-house. We tried it on solid state, tubes, everything. So I pretty much have a good idea.
Good feel for those, yeah.
Yeah, the Zal amplifier also I would like to try.
Yeah.
I didn't try that one. So yeah, maybe these two are things that I
Have you ever heard Justin from Amps and Sound's new 300B Nautilus remake?
We have a Kane with the 300B tubes.
Yeah.
But I didn't try it.
I would recommend it, or the Nautilus, either of those two. Just try them before you leave, with the Elite or the Empyrean, or this one, any of them. But I mean, they're pretty incredible. For if you like tubes, I love tube amps, so I would give those a listen.
On our table, we have a tube amp from Felix Audio.
Those are great.
They're top of the line. I forgot the name. We have Bartok. We have Korg. So we try to use our headphones with
everything as possible. Yeah, because you don't know what people own, and you want it to sound good with as many as possible. That makes total sense. All right, let's see. Such beautiful designs and comfort. Yeah, that's the one, Christopher. Oh, another one to try with is maybe some Woo. Some of the Woo tube amps are pretty awesome.
Yeah, we have them in the office.
Those are good too. Yeah. All right, cool. Awesome.
And Leon. Okay.
Yeah. I don't know how to pronounce it either, but that's it. Yeah. All right, good. Awesome. Well, if you guys have any other questions, we'll give it another second or two to drop, and then we'll probably close up, and we'll come back here in a few minutes a little bit later. And are you here for the whole weekend? So you got today and tomorrow, and then do you fly back? Or?
Yeah, on Monday we fly back.
Yeah. You're probably excited to see the little one too, get home. Yeah, that never goes away.
This time was a short trip. Usually we spend a few days whenever we travel overseas. We spend a few days to adapt.
Yeah.
The time difference.
Time change. Yeah, exactly. Awesome. Well, I don't see any questions coming in, so thank you so much, man. This was awesome. I appreciate you coming over and talking, and make sure you guys continue to check out these brand new headphones. They are phenomenal, beautiful looking, beautiful sounding, and we will bring you more information, and stay tuned for my full review on them, which will drop on our YouTube channel. And make sure you like, subscribe, and share this video with anybody you think might be interested in learning more about these headphones or Meze audio. And we will see you guys all very soon.
Thank you.
Cheers, guys.
Bye.